Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Dark Phoenix Gaming here, and welcome to City Skylines. This is a game that I put a decent number of hours into, and the name should give away what it is, but basically, you build a city and try not to destroy the traffic network or break the economy. And once again, with a lot of games put out by Paradox, it's the sort of thing that really you'll have an easier time understanding once you can see it in action. So let's go. So here we are in City Skylines. Now, if we open up the roads first, which is the thing we have to do, you'll notice we have basically no original roads. We have to build an existing road before we can immediately demolish it. There's a mod I like to use. Let's do friggin' big. Going to merge you up like that. I don't actually know what I'm doing, so we want to just guess here. Or to some degree, yeah, I imagine. Let's see. Not quite. And I need to do this again. I'm sort of ballparking it here. I'm just getting enough road to the sort we want. But yeah, this is my thing. We have a little bit of a micro network of stuff for that. So I'm going to start out by setting up our water network. Next. As what resources you can do with changes as you go, but for the start you only have to worry about water and power. As you get bigger you have to provide more services, but we will get into that as we get to it. And the thing to keep in mind with water is the order, because you have the pumping station and the drain pipe. There's a water treatment plant to treat the bad stuff you're pumping into the water, but I'll see if I want to worry about that later. Yes, these arrows here are the direction the water is flowing in. And you want the sewage downstream from the water provider thing. Is the TLDR of it. Because otherwise you'll be putting poo in everyone's drinking water. Which, as I'm sure we can all agree, would not be a good thing. Next, for power. We have a couple of options for how you can go about this. The main ones start being wind turbines and coal power plants. Now, with the coal power plant, you do have to import the coal, I think. But it provides nearly 5 times as much power, so you won't have to go building them nearly so much. Given that, I think it would be a good idea. So, I will be using that for my power. At first, I'm going to expand you out a touch. Now, we'll put down a coal plant all the way over here. Literally at the limit. Then, we're going to start setting up our city. In a second, the thing we need is to give the water treatment plant power. So, we have to be a little bit specific with that. And then, next on the list, like I said, you. And I'm going to change our mode so we individually set what's going to be what. Because I have an idea from a YouTube video that I've been watching on this point that I want to try out. In terms of our district zoning. I want to see if I can make this work. That... and some industry in all of these places. And I will be putting a commercial along the roadside. It's like that, so they can get some nice through traffic. Hmm. A bit up here, and then add in some of this. We can also commercialize that, and this. And follow that up. That's a nice industry there. Some commercial here. Some industry there. Let's see. I think the rest of this stuff along there can be housing. I will, of course, have to change things later, but I think that's enough setup for now. We can just hit on pause and adjust as needed. I'm gonna play on 2-speed for now, just because things take a bit to get going at first, so that's a good balance, I feel, between things happening and it going too fast for you to really be able to keep an eye on everything. I ignored Chirpy, by the way. I'm not bothered enough by Chirpy to actually install mods to fix all the pop-ups, but I also don't do anything about it. For now, I'm going to put a power line to there. That section has power. As soon as we get enough buildings online that things link up, then I'll remove that power line. And there we go. Now all of this is hooked together because of the presence of our coal power plant, so I no longer need that power line. Handy indeed. Looks like things are getting put up quite nicely. Of course, we're still in the red. It's gonna take a little bit before we are making actual money, so that's another thing we gotta keep in mind. Our cash flow is still negative. Let me see. Yes, shut up. I know that, and I don't actually care. Anyways, yes. And I did indeed name our city New Vegas. Props to those of you who noticed that. That was deliberate. Even if I just picked it because I never like the default names that get randomly generated for cities in this game. Yeah. And because I only recently... I didn't realize this, but our outermost edge of the city is just outside the boundaries of the water pipes, so I need to fix that real quick. There we go. Water's been fixed. And we're slowly growing our population. same time, I am still hemorrhaging cash. It's improving, but not fast enough for my liking. Not fast enough. More buildings going up. For now, to add some more you there. I'll want to do a smidge more expansion in my city. But first, I want to have money. In order to have money, we need to be in the grain. So not just yet. For now, the thing we've got going on, that's our primary thing as we determine for success, is the milestones for city population. And the first one being Little Hamlet. It just sort of goes up from there. The biggest is 80,000 people. Now, mind you, the game doesn't stop when you hit 80,000. You can keep going forever. But, as they say, traffic will be a real bitch when you get to the later stages of the game. And for me personally, traffic is the thing that kills the vast majority of my cities. And I think that will never not be the case for me. And now, we are in the green. We're finally turning a profit. We are also a little hamlet, which unlocks a variety of things. Taxes and loans, to name a few, as well as some new services, which, as they've been unlocked, they will be expected by the people. So, the first thing we're going to put down in that regard is a medical center. Which will go here. Right at the bottom, and I will hope this isn't a horrible mistake. But if I'm reading the traffic network correctly, that should work out best. Right up there, where we have space for housing, but it hasn't been built yet. That seems like a good spot for an elementary school to me. Not perfect, but pretty good. And then the landfill, I can't put in any of those spots. Huh. Going... have to extend our road network out a tiny bit. That's going to bring down part of the building that's currently under construction, but oh well. It happens. Just deal with it. Same with them. If we have to bring down a building or 12 to get this done, I don't really care. A few more spots, and throw down a bunch more you. Go here and there. Let's get it set up and going as we need it and before. You and then put that there. That plus this, and then I spent more money than the landfill's going to take, so the people can wait to get a landfill. I mean, what could possibly go wrong, right? Landfills aren't that urgent, right? That was sarcasm, if you couldn't tell. Can't believe I now have to clarify what is and is not sarcasm. Fucking internet. No. Not what it's going for. Now, at the point we're at, I can go on over and look into taxation. From what I recall, I can safely bring the taxes up to about 12% before people start getting pissy over it. We'll need to deal with getting more people housing, but that's not a huge point of urgency. Even if it is something we want. actually, we got to do that right now. And I need to get rid of that box factory for the simple reason that I need that part of the road to remain open for further extension and expansion. That's just how we do things around here for the moment. Some more money. A little bit more. There we go. I'll need to be doing this as I go along. Bit of that. And we'll have to expand out the housing district as I get the money to do so. For now, the people need more places to live. They need more. And as you can see, they are very eager to build. Even if some of them are a tiny bit salty that I tore down their houses in order to build roads. You know, what can you do? Haters gonna hate. Right now, the money to set up that. We are going to be expanding down that far, inevitably. I'll build you out as we go. $520. $100. And we are now a worthy village, which means police station and firehouse are necessary. But first, some city expansion. Now, let's do some of this. Like that. As it says, fire. Doohickey. I'm actually going to put it out here. I'm trying to avoid clogging up the main roads as much as conceivably possible. I will need to get up to 12k there. And we can get more land for our city if we need to. We can indeed. As well as specializing our industry. And some tweaks, if need be. And I'm going to put some more commercial beside the roads. It's a strategy that I picked up from another YouTuber playing this game who apparently works as an actual city planner IRL, according to them. You know, could be true, could be not true. Make of that what you will. Anyways. So I'll put in a little more commercial over here to shield that road. And I think also some commercial here. As commercial allegedly blocks pollution, which is a fairly interesting mechanic, if you ask me. Okay. And I don't want you. There, and some here. My city is going to wind up being some sort of unholy abomination by the end of this, if it lives through all the expansion of the power and water networks. Just the power, really. The water availability is actually very good for right now. I don't need to do anything about that. However, we are beginning to stretch the power grid a bit. I'm only just below our current production of 40 megawatts. On another note, we have now hit Tiny Town with 1,300 people. And we can build parks. And more types of roads. And other things. Lots and lots of other things. I'm just sort of making it up as I go in a lot of cases here. Although on this occasion, I do not need currently to expand out my road network. Although I probably will do at some stage. But what we do need, alleged, is a public library. Which again, I don't want to put this stuff on the main road if I can at all avoid that. That seems good to me. Though there's some stuff down here in this corner that does not have library access. Allegedly. Also high school. That is another thing we need. I need to save up 24 grand to be able to put down a high school. On that that same note, we are very close to a boom town, which will let us start specializing into ores and mining and add fancy stuff like ferries and transports to help have other ways than just driving for people to get around. As someone who hates cars, yes, I managed to both live in America and hate cars. It is in fact possible. But as someone who hates cars, I very much appreciate the alternative options that they're giving us at the next level. But for now, our city will be doing some growing and prospering. And now, we just crossed the 1,500 people mark. But I think you get what City Skylines is a lot better than you would have done had I tried to explain it. As I give that part of the city water, since I extended it out and forgot to give them water. So, this has been Dark Phoenix Gaming, and you have been watching City Skylines 2. Now, since I've only started doing this very recently, I feel like I should remind everyone. This is a one-off. This is just a one-shot of me playing this. So, it's not the start of a whole new series or anything. Don't get that idea. As I tear down some more unnecessary parts of the power lines. Yeah, it's not part of a new series or anything. It's just me playing the game a little bit. As I figured showing off a game that I have quite a number of hours in and do rather enjoy would be a fun thing to do. Anyways, I will see you again for whichever video of mine you decide to tune into next. Expect plenty more of these one-shots in the future, because being able to do the whole one-and-done thing without having to start a whole new series, I find to be quite enjoyable. So I will, of course, be keeping on doing that. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. See you then, folks. See you then. Bye for now.